A follow-up to a story from last week. This is pretty interesting. Jesse Lee Peterson caused a car accident across the street from his Christian young men's counseling center when being asked questions by someone on the street. And Dr. Rashad Ritchie covered it. He also covered my coverage of Jesse Lee Peterson. I'll give you the backstory. Jesse Lee Peterson is this very outspoken, pro-Trump, black conservative pastor. And he's very homophobic. He has spent his career talking about sin and being gay is bad and all these different things. And now numerous individuals have come forward saying they were in gay relationships with Jesse Lee Peterson, that they were accosted, for lack of a better term, by Jesse Lee Peterson. And I told my story last week of how when I was in his studio, Jesse Lee Peterson was very handsy with me. I didn't make much of it and it wasn't sexual harassment or whatever. Well, Dr. Rashad Ritchie covered this. He mentions my coverage of Jesse Lee Peterson, and he has the video of this car accident that was caused by Jesse Lee looking like he's going to step out in front of fast-moving traffic to try to get away from these questions. Check this out.
Follow up. Not only is anti-LGBTQ pastor Jesse Lee Peterson gay, he's a predator. He may have even hit on David Pakman. And he ran away and caused an accident when someone confronted him. Here's the video.
Hey, Jesse Peterson. Martin Francis here. How are you?
So this is the post office right across the street from his studio, which I visited.
So I'm the first man in your whole career. I am the first man in your whole career that you have run from. Like the chicken song that you play. You are running from me.
So now Jesse Lee's approaching a crosswalk. Sometimes traffic gets going pretty fast here, and he looks like he's just going to step right into it. Car slams on its brakes. Car behind it slams into that car.
You're running from your what you've been doing for 31 years.
There it is.
Get us killed here.
God, and Jesse Lee doesn't even react to the car wreck he causes.
Jesse's so upset that he tried to cross the street before he should have and caused these cars to stop and bash.
And that's pretty serious damage.
Into each other. So
God,
that's because
what a situation.
I now have video proof, more so than before.
Tell me about you sleeping with your brother's wife.
Tell me about you sleeping with your brother's wife. So quite a scene there, folks. Jesse Lee Peterson quite literally causing an accident out on the road as he stepped in. Now, I want to mention a couple of different things about this story. Number one, after I said last week that Jesse was just very touchy with me, just that was my personal experience. I got a bunch of emails from people saying, David, don't you think he realized that you're gay and that you're open to a relationship with him or whatever? Okay, I'm not gay. And also, he wasn't publicly acknowledging that he was gay at the time either. So that's like a really strange thing to send me. Number two, some people wrote to me saying, David, why are you outing Jesse Lee Peterson? Jesse Lee Peterson has not acknowledged that he is gay, so you're doing something wrong. No, I have not outed Jesse Lee Peterson. I'm reporting on stories written about him. That's what I'm doing. So the people writing to me and saying even talking about it is wrong, as if I'm the one asserting that he's gay. I have no personal knowledge of that. We're talking about widely reported claims. And number three, would I go back on his show? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to go on his show and talk about this. Why did he feel as though he couldn't just be who he was? That's terribly sad. And I would want to revisit my conversation with him where he said he was celibate. There's a lot I would want to talk to him about. So absolutely, I would appear on his show again. As many of you know, I take my snacks very seriously. I avoid excess sugar and junk food. And so when I want something sweet, I go to our sponsor, Monk Pack. Monk Pack makes my favorite granola bars and nut and seed bars. If you're doing keto, it works. Just 1 gram of sugar or less. only 2 to 3 net carbs, under 150 calories. The flavors are delicious. Sea salt dark chocolate, that's my favorite. You've got your coconut cocoa chip. You've got your caramel sea salt. The texture, the flavors. This is a beautiful granola bar. And then you've got Munk Pack's nut and seed bars, which are more crunchy. If you're craving something like a crunchy chocolate candy bar, Munk Pack is the perfect thing to grab instead. Same taste, same experience, none of the carbs and sugars and calories. Get 20% off your first order at monkpack.com using the code Pakman at checkout. The link is down below.